Okay. Next time we'll keep you in here longer.
Okay. Sir.
This is Andy Wade. He collected all these fingerprint and photo cards of gangsters from all over the country, and then he was killed in a traffic accident, and his family gave them to us to display. This is Clyde Barrow from Bonnie and Clyde. That's an original booking card. This is Machine Gun Kelly. That's an original booking card of him. His photocopy. This is his wife. She was just as bad as Bonnie, but she didn't get as much press as she did. And then over here to the right, this is Al Capone.
Oh,
On
from
the other,
Chicago?
yeah, he was mainly in Chicago, but this is an arrest from New York City on a weapons charge, and the information's on the back of the card. This is John Dillinger, and we have some other photos of John Dillinger on the next aisle. If you come over here, this is a full body booking photo of Machine Gun Kelly and his fingerprints. And like I said, these are original. He put that ink on those cards. This is his wife, Catherine, and these are her fingerprints. Then over here, you have Pretty Boy Floyd, a well-known bank robber. One of the things about Pretty Boy Floyd, when he would rob a bank, he would go in and burn all the mortgage paperwork, and they didn't have backups and computers like they did before, so without that paperwork, the people didn't owe the money back to the bank. So all these poor farmers, he would burn their mortgages. That way people would help him out, people thought more of him. And this is Babyface Nelson, another bank robber. Alvin Karpis, all kinds of stuff, banks, kidnapping, all kinds of things. Then there's other gangsters here who were not as well known today because history kind of forgot them. Movie about them, the two Texas Rangers that tracked down Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Like I said, these are all John Dillinger photos from throughout his life, when he was very young to the last one just before he was killed.
Was he killed by cops or?
Yeah, he was killed by FBI agents.
Oh.
And this is another booking photo of Clyde.
Yeah, they're partners in crime.
And here's a wanted poster for him. And if you look, besides bank robberies and murder, he was also wanted for rapes. From what I understand, she was involved in the rapes also. She would sometimes help him rape women. These were very nasty people.
Yeah.
They were not the Romeo and Juliet love story that Hollywood likes to portray. Kelly and his wife.
Catherine.
Gangland shooting at Union Station.
Wow.
The ones up top we took from bad guys. The ones along the bottom were ours. When I started out, we were carrying these Smith & Wesson Model 10s. And when I finished, we were carrying 6 Hour 9mm. Gun, Thompson submachine gun. It's 45 caliber. This particular one we actually took off a gangster back in the day whose nickname was Terrible Toby. Anyway, Roger Toby was his last name. But in 1933, and we kept it. That's why it has a Tampa Police Department number on it. At one point, we had about 20 of these upstairs that we were no longer using, but we still had them in our armory. And they're a lot of fun to shoot.
Guns are, taken from criminals. So they're original. What about Machine Gun Kelly?
He was never in Tampa as far as I know. From all over the world. I believe this one's German.
From a police officer in Germany?
Maybe Poland. This is Poland, I'm sorry.
The Gestapo
some of our old police cars. And these old motorcycles. These old motorcycles. I wish I had one today. It'd be worth about $100,000.
Look at this.
Yeah, that would be a three-wheel. That was called a Serby car. It was made by Harley Davidson. Usually our traffic officers would use that. It's some of our original radios.
They're big and heavy.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Oh, there's still photos.
This is our first communications room. And you can see it was pretty primitive by today's standards, but it was, at the time, it was considered high-tech, top of the line.
So this is when you call 911?
Correct. You would call 911. Back then they didn't have 911. The police department had a regular phone number that you would call.
And then with the black phone that dials through.
Rattlesnake, this officer shot. You can see the blood on the concrete below. And that's a Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. That one's about 6 feet long. When I used to be a police officer, if they had snake calls, they would call me and I'd catch them and relocate them.
Oh, see that? They have their own names. Walkie-talkie number 2.
This would have been one of our earliest radios, and they were based on the military field radio.
1962.
And this young man's sitting on a really nice old motorcycle.
Look at this. This is the brothers. The first Philip Fairbanks are their last names.
Yep.
Major, Sergeant, Colonel, and Officer William. Wow, they're brothers. The band of brothers.
This is early police equipment. These are some of the nightsticks.
Okay.
This bottom one here is called an Irish shillelagh. Back in Ireland, 1800s, they didn't want to spend the money on giving a police officer a nightstick, so he would just cut a branch off a tree, and that was his nightstick. These are little small billy clubs. This one's a slapjack. Then here's some old handcuffs, a couple of helmets that we got from England.
Hi, I'm Officer Miharis, and I'm here inside an old police car. So this is so nice. Back in the day, this is already cool. You want guys, if you get caught, if you're a criminal, you're gonna sit here at the back. So this is how it feels to be here. Oh no! So this is where I end up. And it's something bad.
Next time we'll keep you in here longer.
Okay, sir.
One of our first police cars, 1920.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All the way down at the top.
My grandma's not even born yet.
That was the old patrol wagon.
Oh my.
And it would drive downtown and drop off officers that were going on duty and pick up officers that were going off duty because they didn't have cars back then.
Wow. Look, the old typewriters. Yeah.
It's funny when the kids come in here and they ask me
Oh, it's Konica. Polaroid. Pictures of evidences, right?
This is early 1900s, late 1800s. The officers don't look very happy, mainly because their uniforms are made of wool and they work in Florida.
So it's hot.
So it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
300 helicopter from 1974. Oh. It's very loud and bumpy to ride in. He came to Tampa 3 days before he was killed in Dallas.
Oh.
Here's pictures of the parade with President Kennedy standing up in the limo.
Before he was shot.
And then here's pictures of him being greeted by members of the police department. And that's why we have the street here named Kennedy Boulevard. It was named in his honor.
Look at this. See?
You need the police department or the museum? And some of them have ended up here. Killed in the line of duty in Tampa. Was a good friend of mine who, same person who killed her, shot me in the leg.
July 6, 40 years old.
These were, I knew all of these officers and they were great officers, terrific people. She was executed by an animal.
Who?
The guy and his girlfriend robbed a bank, and the girlfriend distracted her to give her boyfriend an opportunity to kill her.
She's the only lady officer, right?
So far, yes.
Yeah, these are really old handcuffs. It says manacles, 1890s.
Florida. It looks low tech now, but at the time it was very high tech.
Oh,
The whole
that's
suit
heavy.
weighs about
I
150
can
pounds.
use it? Can I
Yes,
try
go
it?
ahead, put it
It's
on.
heavy. Oh my god. Like, I mean, the Band of Brothers.
Let's try to put it on all the way.
Oh.
Look through it.
Oh, I have to put here?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That suit weighs 150
Yes,
pounds, and that helmet
it's
on a
heavy.
summer
It's
day.
uncomfortable.
Wear that for like an hour or so. He's a nice guy, very good chief. His hair's a little messed up in that picture, but other than that, he's a great guy.